Please subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so whenever we release a video at the Jamaica Young Police channel, you'll be the first to receive the same. Remember to share the video with your friend, your mama, papa, girlfriend, boyfriend, and your side chick and side man. Yes, and post a comment below, even just to post and say, I am here to show your appreciation of the work that we are doing here at the Jamaica Young Police channel. And thanks for being a part of the movement. So, moving on. We at the Jamaica Young Police channel, we hate criminals with a passion. So here's one of them. This guy's name is Javon Pinnock. Yeah, aka FRAWTY. Have a distinct scar on the left side of his face, and him eye go all the way down to him cheekbone. And you know, more or less is a Jamaican do that, you know, telephone cut. I don't know how them come by that thing for, you know, to scar people face like that, and that it's just awful, but terrible people. So this man that you're looking at, his name is Javon Pinnock, aka FRAWTY. Yeah, FRAWTY them call him on the street, and he's wanted in New York, in Queens, New York, for the murder of Javon Jamison, a Jamaican youth them called Blingers. Yes, and Blingers was killed almost 2 years ago by this man and another man named Christopher King. Christopher King is in custody in New York, awaiting trial for the murder of Jamison. So we are appealing, we are begging, beseeching you Jamaican people in Jamaica and the diaspora, wherever you see this man, to inform the police, whether it's 119 or 911, and let them know that this man is wanted in New York for the murder of Javon Jamison, so that this man can be placed in custody or go straight to the departure home where he belongs, and that's justice. And we say that because we hate criminals with a passion, because there was no reason for this man to kill Blingers, because Blingers was not a threat to him at the time. It was murder, clear murder. Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police channel. To our loyal viewers, subscribers and Patreon member. At the channel, we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior. We do believe in and support preemptive strikes because they save lives. This is a logical conclusion because preemptive strikes save lives and prevent the further loss of lives. We are all about saving lives at this channel. We at the channel aid criminals with a passion and do not want them over here. We do not want your views, your subscriptions, your likes or your comments. Please go elsewhere where the red carpet is waiting for you. Over here, we want you to go to prison or the departure lounge at Madden. Moving on to today's video. Hey, Jamaica Young Policeman.
Oh, Jamaica, man. Big up yourself, you know, brother, because we are tired, you know. I love what you do, you know.
Alright, my boss. Thanks, man.
Big up yourself, man. Big up yourself every time, man. I watch you every night, man. I love what you do, man. I work my list still, you know, but I love what you do, man. Just big up yourself, man, and keep up the good work here, sir.
Well, thanks for the encouragement, man.
Yeah, man, because we place a mash up, brother.
True, man.
We place a mash up, man. I love what you do with the thing. Just keep up the good work, my brother. Can't emphasize that no more. Just keep up the good work.
Alright, my boss.
And just keep me informed, because we're there. I want to know where I go more time down there.
Yeah.
So just keep up the good work, my brother, alright?
Alright, my boss. Blessed love,
yes,
my brother.
Yeah, blessed love, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, all the best. Cool. Thanks.
Yes, sir.
Alright, yeah. Yeah, so right now you're looking at a man that I BUGSY, yeah, the man who caused FRAWTY to lose his life. The same thiefing, yeah, it's a thief, yeah, man. BUGSY was a thief. Them same have a brother who's a police officer. As we say, we haven't been able to verify the information. Some people say it's our batchmate. I don't, you understand what I'm saying? So we have to do some more investigation, because everything is all about investigation and give you the correct information. So yeah, so BUGSY, yeah man, BUGSY, LINDSAY, yeah man. So this man, yeah, so those of you who tune into the Jamaica Young Police channel and listen to the video to the end, we appreciate it because knowledge is power. Those who listen just the first 3 or 5 minutes, you're not doing yourself any service, you understand? Because as we saw over here, you know, this is not an entertainment channel. So we don't give you sensational things. We just give you factual things, you know, you understand? So this same man now, the domino effect that caused, you know, FRAWTY to lose his life. Yeah, that's the man right up there, BUGSY, Albert BUGSY LINDSAY. He got a prison in Europe, and the man below him, he went to prison to also in Europe, in the Netherlands, and boy, I tell you, BUGSY didn't pay the man his money, you understand? Instead him load the man back at Jamaica, and boy, I tell you, so. As we continue the journey, so let's remind ourselves, there's no such thing as an honest criminal. So we need to bring this truth back into the conversation, especially in a time when society, through social media, music and misguided sentiment, tries to romanticize the underworld and glamorize those who live by the gun and the griff. You know, criminals. I mean, right now I say corruption crack up on them. Just look, the epitome of corruption right now. You know, think of Russia. Russia don't do it. Russia do it because we're not a part of their society, but a society that we are a part of. If you look, man, you can see the corruption rampant. People, police killer being pardoned and all of them things. So that's how it is when you live in a society of corrupt people. But you don't want, not because you want to be a part of them, you don't want to get corrupt, so you can just stay by yourself and just speak truth. So the prerequisite to becoming a criminal is not courage, and it's not loyalty, it's not honor. It's dishonesty, deceit, and a lifetime of being trained, either by circumstances of choice, to lie, manipulate, destroy, without conscience. You don't become a gang member or a drug lord by being truthful. You don't rise through the criminal ranks by being reliable or noble. You rise by being ruthless, deceptive, and morally bankrupt. Skills refined over years of violating trust, abusing power, and betraying even your closest associates when it suits your gain. So when a criminal claims to trust another criminal, it truly boggles the mind. How can you trust someone whose very survival depends on lying, stealing, and killing? Make that make sense away. Sometimes we tell people that there is no honest criminal. Some people say, boy, we're bad man, and that's true, we don't have nothing. And not a bad man, we just tell you facts. How can you trust someone whose survival depends on lying, stealing, and killing? How can anyone believe in loyalty among men and women who have built their entire lives on treachery and lying, deception? You understand? So let's stop pretending that they are good-hearted criminals or honest gangsters. These are myths sold to the gullible like movies, songs, and misguided storytellers who have never spent a day in the real world of crime. Inside the criminal network, every criminal network, betrayal is just a matter of time. Today's right-hand man becomes tomorrow's police informant. The man you eat with is the same one who will plot your murder over a split in a drug money. As we tell you before, I will say again, all of them things go way back from where a little boy grew at Jonestown. Men in our community plan robbery, bring two men from Craigtown, then go rob Arbadashire and come back, and Winston and him second, them kill the other two men them from Craigtown. Two men, and next time Winston go on a robbery, Winston second kill Winston and another man who come from up a jungle. And so the people them in the community now kill Winston second, and that's so you see how many people die because of dishonesty. So my mother say, hey, there's no honest criminal. There's no honest criminal. Cause like look, Winston bring him in a gang, and him see and the reason why him say him kill Winston because Winston never tell him say them are kill the other two men where them brought from jungle, and him said that that's why him kill Winston because Winston they say anything to him, and that's why him have to kill Winston and the other man. And him end up losing him life because man him say Winston had done and all of these things. So I saw it going like criminal on the world. Criminals are not misunderstood heroes. They are trained liars, skilled manipulators, and inherently evil at their core. They will sell out their friends, kill their brothers, and bury their own fathers if it's benefit them. That is not loyalty, that is survival in a world ruled by paranoia and predation. So let this message be clear and permanent. There is no such thing as an honest criminal, not one, not ever. Whether they wear gold chains, preach unity, or hand out food in the ghetto, if their foundation is built on crime, it's built on lies. And anything built on lies bound to collapse sooner or later. So don't be naive and stupid and believe he's a boy, the man ain't a good youth. No, there's no honest criminal. So we are telling about this man now when the truth behind the Drapers Heights double murder, the killing of Hassan Thompson, and the ruthless reach of Albert BUGSY LINDSAY. One of the person that was killed there, the man was just a wrong place at the wrong time. So we are telling what happened. The parish of Portland, this happened in 2016. Yeah man, so BUGSY lived long, Yeah, so this killing, it occurred on September 23rd, 2016. So as we tell you, BUGSY lived long. So this is the ruthless reach of Albert BUGSY LINDSAY. Dangerous man, So the parish of Portland, once hailed as one of the most peaceful corners of Jamaica, then was facing a dark, creeping tide of organized crime, deceit and bloodshed. The brutal double murder in the quiet district of Drapers Heights sent shockwave through the community, not just because of the violence, but because of the hidden criminal motives and betrayal that led to the executions. At the center of it all, 43-year-old Hassan Anderson, a Jamaican national who spent over a decade living in the Netherlands. So he got a prison over there and him thing for drug dealing. See him like BUGSY, a Jamaican national, him spent over a decade in the Netherlands. So according to initial police report and eyewitness accounts, as Anderson had returned to Jamaica only days earlier, seemingly to reconnect with family. But in truth, he had walked straight into a deadly trap set by Albert BUGSY. Yeah man, Albert BUGSY LINDSAY. Man of Satan. So also tell you what happened. You understand? So what mainstream media report fail to mention, but what our investigation has uncovered, is that Anderson's death was not random, nor was it just another statistic in the growing crime rate. It was a calculated, cold-blooded hit, orchestrated by none other than Albert BUGSY LINDSAY, Portland now deceased underworld operator and professional drug dealer. He went to prison too, in Europe, Dangerous, but him cause FRAWTY to lose him life. And that's why we tell us that there is no honest criminal. So the real story behind the killing. Sources close to the ground have confirmed that Anderson and BUGSY, they had a drug deal. BUGSY owed Anderson a significant sum of money from a past drug deal. And it never gone bad, It's just that the man sell the coke and how much money, send it to Europe and make how much money. At the time, when Anderson forget his money, him end up in a prison. In a prison, when them in a prison in Europe, them can't get to communicate with the people them outside. Anderson is a citizen of Holland, Jamaican, so after him go to prison do him time, they never deport him. So him come back to Jamaica, not as a deportee, but like a visitor. So after he came out of prison, he contacted BUGSY. Said, boy, I want to my money and them thing, because I come out of prison and I want my money. So yeah man, I have it and him try all kind of thing, and the man I say, no. So him say, alright, and the man say, but because that sum is a huge sum of money, millions. So because him live in the Netherlands, what he should have done is just tell BUGSY, hey, give my father the money. Him father, when I put up the man photograph, because the father have nothing to do with his son criminality. Yeah, that is a Rasta man. Him father is a Rasta man. So when I put up him father and him brother and his brother and him have a sister on here, Marlene get deported. You have to see him drugs business, because them believe in our working. Everybody want to get rich, and them want to get rich in a right way. They want to do it the criminal way. In which even entrepreneur are criminals too, but them are legal criminals. You have to understand that. So he was able to lure Hassan back to Jamaica, put everything in motion. So the money was tied to a shipment allegedly trafficked through European channels. Anderson had begun you know, in a drug share, never get repaid for, you know, for the money that BUGSY owe him. So rather than allow BUGSY to fade into obscurity, BUGSY plotted his return. He reported Lure Anderson back to Jamaica under the guise of a safe visit, feeding him false assurance that, you know, the past is behind him and he might pay him the money, the millions where him owe him, so all him have to do is come forward. BUGSY had already arranged, you know, with Kingston-based hitmen, one of them known only as Blacks, to carry out the execution. So Blacks used an AK-47 that BUGSY had, and the police them at Portland find it in a phone cub outside them house. Them a charge him. When I call all the police name, how much money them get and a charge him fee. So it was time and with chilling precision. So according to police report, Anderson, his wife, and brother-in-law returned home around 4 o'clock from a wake. As they entered the house, they left the door open. A small oversight that proved fatal. 4 armed men parked in a grey Toyota Axia entered the premises moments later. The brother-in-law was tied up and locked away in a room, while the gunmen headed upstairs. Anderson's wife escaped, but he was not so lucky. What followed was a scene of unimaginable horror. Anderson was shot 4 times in the head, 3 times in the chest, once in the arm, once in the leg. A clear message that this was no robbery, but a personal execution designed to send a message that anytime we rob you, you just take the robbery. If you give with drugs and we decide to we not pay you, you just suck it up. So that's how we BUGSY do. Rob the man and then kill him. So as the killer fled, they encountered 40-year-old Leroy McCoy, a man simply sleeping in his pickup truck, unaware of the chaos unfolding. McCoy became an unfortunate witness, and in the violent logic of the underworld, that meant he too had to die. He was shot multiple times at close range and left for dead. BUGSY fingerprint on the crime. Though BUGSY LINDSAY was never formally charged for the killings, he himself would be executed later, that this year, March 6. Those familiar with Portland's criminal underbelly know the truth. BUGSY ordered the hit, and Hassan Thompson, he brought the killers to Portland from Kingston. He set the trap, and 2 men died as a result. One because he owed the man his money. They hold him a criminal, you know, and him take the man drugs. The man's give him the drugs, and the man end up and them send it come to Europe and make how much hundreds of thousands of euro, dollars and pound, and just to give man fee him cut. Now in the game, after the man got to prison, load the man, and when the man come back, him kill the man. Then some people say, the others for simply being in the wrong place at the wrong time. So them kill one of the man have nothing, McCoy have nothing to do with them, you know, nothing to do with BUGSY. And Hassan Thompson, Hassan Anderson drugs deal, and them kill this man. And a man like BUGSY, you know, yeah, some people, boy, I'm innocent. Innocent what? Look how many people this man make them kill. That's why we tell you that there's no honest criminals. None. So the quiet community of Drapers Heights, unaccustomed to such brutality, was left in shock. One resident known only as Shabba described the trauma. I had just gone to bed after watching a movie when I heard multiple gunshots. That sort of thing doesn't happen here. This is a peaceful place. It felt like a nightmare. So political condemnation and the bigger picture. Member of Parliament at the time, him later lose his life for East Portland at the time, Dr. Linville Bloomfield condemned the killings and called for greater cooperation between citizens and law enforcement, stating that this is not only frightening but worrying. Residents must speak up and help the police bring these criminals element to justice. But behind the scenes, this wasn't just a case of random violence. It was another chapter in Portland's transformation into contested territory for cocaine traffickers. hitmen, and corrupt facilitators, many of whom operate behind the fronts of legitimate business and public respectability. BUGSY, LINDSAY, despite being hailed in some circles as a businessman, was a convicted drug trafficker, dealer with ties to organized criminal works, a network both locally and internationally. His reputation as a dangerous and calculated figure was well known among those who walk Portland's underworld path, and his involvement in Hassan Anderson's murder and Mr. Mackay is yet another example of how quickly all death in drug game can turn into death sentence. So him owe the man, and instead him pay man, him kill him. Him dead. So him, after him, after him kill Hassan Anderson, so him rejoice, cause him feel like him a god. Not knowing say the same fate is going to reach him. So I saw him end up and get straight to sent to the departure lounge, and then now because of him, I saw FRAWTY end up on FRAWTY, that a Samuel FRAWTY Dixon end up losing life. Crime creeps into the hills of Portland. So the Drapers Heights double murder was not the beginning, but it certainly wasn't the end. It was a grim reminder that when criminals are allowed to operate unchecked, their reach extends across borders, through time, and into homes that were once safe. BUGSY may now be dead, but the legacy of the lives he destroyed and the blood he caused to spill remains. And let this be a message to those who believe that fleeing abroad wipes the slate clean. In a world of drug trafficking and betrayal, there is no expiration date. For people to kill you for your own thing in our drugs world. And there you have it, the undeniable blood-soaked evidence that in the criminal underworld there is no such thing as an honest criminal, truthful or trustworthy criminal. None. This is not fiction. This is the brutal hallmark of betrayal and deception that defines the very DNA of the underworld. Hassan Anderson, a man who once helped Albert BUGSY LINDSAY get back on his feet, who put money into BUGSY's pocket and brought him back into the drug game, was rewarded not with gratitude, not with loyalty, but with a death sentence. Instead of paying the man back what he was owed, BUGSY sent gunmen to murder him in cold blood, right in front of his own wife. That's the thanks he got. Let that sink in. The same man you help eat will be the same one to stab you in the back if he is a criminal. This case is a chilling reminder that there is no honor among thieves, no loyalty amongst liars, and no mercy amongst murderers. You understand? In that world, the only currency is power, and the moment you no longer useful, you are expendable. So the next time someone glorifies these so-called dons and big men in the street, remind them of Hassan Anderson. Remind them that in the criminal underworld, even your friends will dig your grave if the price is right. Because at the end of the day, a criminal's loyalty ends where his greed begins. And that's why every single one of them, no matter how well dressed, well spoken or respected, will always carry the stench of treachery. That way I tell you. So when people tell us, boy, that man did good and him great and him, boy, him used to help people, don't be fooled. As we tell you before, there is no thing as an honest criminal. Anyone who chooses a life of crime, remember, it's two places going. They're going to either kill you or you're going to end up in prison. It's just simple as that. So the best thing for do always is not who's right, but what is right. There's no such thing as an honest criminal. Not one, not ever. Whether they wear gold chains, preach unity, or earn food in the ghetto. If their foundation is built on crime, it's built on lies. So this is also a caution her tale of what happened to Hassan Anderson when it comes on to criminality. There's no such thing as criminal, as an honest criminal. None whatsoever. Have yourself a beautiful day. Jamaica Young Police Channel out.